I'll see you guys later, all right?
It's time to suck today's dick, Evan.
It's been time to suck today's dick.
Hello, and welcome to this week's installment of I'm Fine, Everything is Fine podcast. I'm your host, Drew, and with me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
That is me. Yeah, I'm cutting you off again.
That's fine. It's my fault.
No, it's fine.
We're coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember we are here for you. Come chill with us at the kitchen table. This week's episode is brought to you by Scary Porn. Hello, Evan.
Scary porn.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Don't worry.
Okay.
The best way to get a hold of us is through our email. The letters I am fine, everything is fine at Gmail. Another good way to get a hold of us is through our social medias on Twitter and Instagram.
At ifeif_.
Yes. You can find the show and share the show on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Well, I did not post last week's episode on YouTube, so I would like to apologize to everybody, but I'll put them both up.
I would like to say something to our YouTube listeners.
Oh, go ahead.
Just fucking download a podcast app. Just use the podcast app on your phone already.
I know. But listen, if we have a channel established on YouTube and then we actually start, using cameras in here, like at one point, it'll be really cool.
That's true. So. Cameras are good. We gotta get on TikTok too.
I saw some guy I saw some guy on Twitter earlier this week. No idea who he was, but he's building this studio for his podcast. I guess it's a YouTube podcast or whatever. And it was like he had like the automatic cameras, like the ones that are up in the wall. They're HD, and you use a remote to kind of move on. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I was like, that's very cool. That's awesome. That cuts a lot of work out.
That's very cool. Yeah. Cameras in the walls?
In the walls, yeah. See, that's very interesting. But remember, we're not on Pandora or Stitcher. Fuck both of you guys. So much to get to today, Brosif.
It's been a while.
So much. I found. I'll get into that in a minute. I had a great week this week. A lot of reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read a riveting article on the blinking cursor.
Oh shit! Did you learn anything?
No, I kind of glazed over while I was reading it. But there's a lot of interesting articles out there if you do a lot of reading. How big are your nipples, Evan?
How big are my nipples?
Can you give me a coin?
I think they're an inappropriate size. I think
inappropriate?
No, they're appropriate.
Inappropriate. Okay,
I think they're roughly the size of a quarter, probably a little smaller.
Okay, all right, good for you. Nice.
You want to see them?
No, after the show. When I was growing up, I had when I hit like puberty, I had like the puffiest nipples. Like
really?
When I was in middle school, yeah, like you would see them through. I had these two straight lines that went down every shirt because you could see my puffy fucking nipples.
I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I mean,
it eventually went away, I guess, as I got older. But yeah, when I was like middle school, like perfect age, like when you're a teen and you're like so vulnerable.
Nipples.
Yeah, and I got puffy fucking nipples.
No, I got lucky. I had a few friends that had like really small nipples, and we got going for that. I remember my buddy.
You're describing yourself as lucky. That's so funny.
Because I got normal ass nipples. I don't want to say perfect, but they're average.
Are they proportional?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They don't. I mean, I don't think they draw attention, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Like my buddy, his nipples literally smaller than dimes, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Really?
How does that work?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
I don't know.
God. How big are your nipples? Tell us on email.
How big are your nipples? We would like to hear from you. How big? We don't need pictures. We just need a coin reference. Maybe a food article like pepperoni.
Just send us a tweet. Yeah.
Bagel hole.
There you go.
Donut
hole. Yeah.
Donut hole. Sick.
I don't think mine are as big as donut holes, though. That's big.
I hope not.
Jesus Christ.
I don't mean no insults.
So our last episode we released, and then we had to kind of pull it back because we realized we messed up some production.
Yeah. I had accidentally turned my mic all the way down.
That's okay. But we still had it. We're good. And then we released it, and then that did come out after Christmas, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
However, we recorded it before Christmas. So how was your Christmas?
It was sick. It was honestly. So I was thinking about this today, right? Because I knew we were going to talk about Christmas.
Okay.
But I think it may have been one of the best Christmases in a while.
Really?
Maybe it's because I didn't have any expectations.
Okay.
Like I didn't ask for a single thing.
Right.
Besides like pairs of socks and pants.
I gotta get socks, dude.
Gotta get socks. Mm-hmm. But like last year, every year there's like at least like an item that I'm looking forward to.
Right.
This year, I wasn't really looking forward to anything.
Okay.
It was just kind of like, it is what it is.
Come as you are.
Yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So, it was very nice. I spent it on Christmas Eve because me and my mom both had to work on Christmas Day. So on Christmas Eve, we loaded up the van, went to see the fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got this beautiful piece right here.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it in person yet. It's beautiful though.
Fender Jaguar.
Yes, very nice.
Not the Cobain model, but I think I prefer.
That's what I thought it was the first time I saw it. I said that.
It's the Sunburst.
Right.
Probably. I don't know, maybe, but that's sick.
That's good. We listened to Nirvana when we were prepping for the show today. That was fun.
We did. Yes.
Yeah.
And before I tell you two of my favorite, because like this is sick, but two of my favorite gifts, I wanted to ask you how your Christmas was,
right,
and
of
then
course.
I had another question.
Okay, well, tell me your two favorite gifts, and then I'll tell you how my Christmas was. Because mine's a long story. So.
Okay, well, so two of the best gifts because I think they're very cool, very very meaning, like one of a kind. You know, my girlfriend over here made me a lord. Bought me a plot of land in Scotland.
You're a laird now, right?
I'm a laird.
Yes, you are. Lord Evan.
So y'all can kiss my ass and, play with my balls for the rest of eternity because I'm a lord. Fucking get over it.
Will you knight me?
I could.
With your cock? Oh, I'm sorry.
I might. Maybe. If you play your cards right.
Oh, God. Sorry.
But so that was sick. And then my mom got a hoodie made with the Wishful Thinking cover art on it.
Oh, that's really
with the
cool.
After Hours album cover.
Very
and
cool.
that was very nice.
So
I opened that up and I was like, holy shit.
For those of you who may not be familiar with prior episodes, Wishful Thinking is Evan's band.
So like one of a nobody else has one of those.
All right, it's cool.
And it like
it's a cute gift.
Yeah, like they're thoughtful gifts. So
those are
sick.
thoughtful. They're very thoughtful.
Sick,
I like that. You were really pumped about that Lord and Laird thing. You were really pumped about that. You said it to me right away.
I texted my sister and I was like, I'm officially better than you. Kiss my ass.
I am high society.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck back.
I am the 1%.
Oh my God. Sir, you ready for Jamaica?
We'll talk. You didn't tell me your long Christmas story.
Oh, that's right. I went back.
And then we'll talk.
I'll get to my Christmas. Let's follow what I got going on here because there's a lot.
Right,
there's a lot going on there.
So Jamaica. I was ready. I was very ready.
Yeah.
And now it's postponed.
Right. So Evan had an international trip coming up, but it just got postponed. So that sucks. You like everything to go off without a hitch. But it is what it is.
Sometimes the powers that be have different things in mind.
Right. But as I don't want to get too personal, but you did reschedule for later, so it's all good. You guys will go someday.
Yes.
That'll be cool. Now, did you know that they were suggesting boosters for the Johnson & Johnson 2 months after your first dose?
I had seen, that they were starting to suggest boosters.
2 months. I'm like, you're going to have to get a second shot before you can go to fucking Jamaica again.
Yeah. I got it in December.
Right.
But so
you'd have to get it in February. You have to get it in February.
I don't have to get shit.
That's true, but I'm just saying. I didn't know if you knew about the guidance on that.
They're lucky I got the one.
I know.
But that was something that I had that was at the forefront of my mind because I saw I got an email at work actually just recommending boosters across the board.
Yeah.
And I read it and I was like, am I gonna need a booster to leave the country?
Probably, yeah. You're going to have to quarantine, which is the whole point of you getting it. You got it because you wouldn't have to. It make it easier for the travel.
But c'est la vie. My girlfriend is actually here recording, so
that's true.
I don't want to make her upset by continuing to talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll say.
Is that going to make you upset? Is it
no,
okay?
she's fine. She'll get over it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because we booked another.
We'll move on.
No, but her sister tested positive, her and her boyfriend.
Oh.
And so it was
I got my own story about that coming up.
I'm outing her sister.
I
won't name her, but I'm outing her as the one who ruined the whole trip.
Oh, stop. Dude, at this point it's like wildfire, man. It's like fucking wildfire.
I mean, you're not kidding.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in news. And like I said, it kind of affected my life during the holidays as well. But I was going to ask. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you about that as well. Mm-hmm. Has your opinion on the vaccine changed since you've gone through what you went through?
No, not at all. Not considering at all. There's some factors that made me like just go, okay. Okay, well, I'll start off with this. So, yeah.
Well, did you want to talk about this?
No. I want to talk about it, absolutely. I just, like I said, I had like a plan in mind. But it's all good. Let's touch on Christmas. No, I want to finish this up. Let's do it.
We're jumping all over.
Yeah, it's okay. It's my fault. I should have produced the show better.
I'm the producer.
We're both producing. So essentially what happened was my wife got COVID. Mm-hmm. So I was living in a house. I was in isolation with my family for like 8 days or something like that. because of testing, and when we found everything out, that's what it ended up being. And my wife and I were home with the kids, and she was pretty sick. She was pretty sick around.
Pretty sick.
She was pretty sick on Christmas. Yeah, so that sucked. So Christmas did suck.
Yeah.
That part sucked. I felt bad for her. You never want to see anybody sick.
No.
But she got through it. She was fine. She was down for like 3 days. It was really bad, and then she's got a lot of residual effects too. But the thing is, I thought I was living with my wife obviously the whole time when she was sick, and then when she found out, I told my workplace, yada yada. But if my wife wasn't sick, whatever I did have, like whether there were symptoms I had during the week, I would have never even thought about them. It was very mild, very minimal for me if I was infected. Mm-hmm. I waited 5 days, got tested negative. So if that means I was previously infected and now I just tested negative, or if, I don't know, or if that was it for me, or if I was negative the whole time, I don't know. But I got tested. I did a PCR test. And I got tested.
Yeah. And
it came back negative. So it's like, what? And I was the only person in my house that was kind of like unaffected. After we kind of figured everything out and my wife tested positive, it kind of explained, like, my one child was sick the week prior. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's where it came from. And if that's the case, then everybody in the house felt it except for me. It's all that fucking vitamin D I eat every morning.
That's right. That's fucking
right. All my supplements. Actually, I remember I mentioned that last.
All my athletic greens.
That's right, athletic greens. AG1. We talked about that last year. I told everybody about my supplement process. I take a lot of shit every day. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I don't even know. I might have been testing positive, but when I got the test, I tested negative. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Because I live with my wife. I sleep in the same bed as my wife, and she had it. She had it. She got tested, and she was sick as fuck.
The whole wait 5 days thing to get
tested.
I think
because you don't like that.
That to me is exactly what you just explained. It's like, hey, maybe you are positive, but maybe by the time you get tested, you'll be fine. Right.
Maybe that's what the quarantine and isolation is all about.
Yeah.
Staying home when you
is that what it's all about?
Well, staying home when you spread it. At least that's my take. Yeah. So that was kind of how my Christmas went. But listen, overall, realistically, it was kind of bittersweet. Except for my wife, except for the Chinese and my wife sabotaging me.
The Chinese sabotage you?
It's COVID. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. There's our sponsorship.
Athletic Greens is out the door. But except for my wife kind of sacrificing, herself, her well-being, and, having to get the virus and test positive and really be the one who was the most affected. Mm-hmm. It was a great 7 or 8 days that we were all together in the house. It was over the holidays. Oh, yeah. I didn't have to go to work, which is weird. Again, under the guise of safety, of course.
Yeah, you guys still obviously did Christmas and everything.
We still did Christmas. Yeah. The kid, still did the elves and got the Christmas and and then we did New Year's Eve, and I was the only one that stayed awake. But it was really nice being home, all of us being home. My wife and I both work full-time jobs. The kids go to school. It was just really cool to kind of have that time to
nice change of pace to just be with each other,
to be home.
Yeah,
it was so fucking cool. So
good,
bittersweet. Again,
dude, I'm glad you got to have that.
Yeah, and of course we had to scare a billion family members, but we didn't get to see my family during Christmas because my wife was sick. Once she started feeling ill, we told everybody, and that was it. We went on the hiatus, and then she ended up getting tested and then testing positive. So it was rough not seeing the rest of my family.
Yeah,
but it was also very nice being home. So anyway, that was my Christmas. Merry Christmas. Did you hear about Andy Cohen being drunk on New Year's Eve on CNN? Do you know who Andy Cohen is?
That's Anderson Cooper's.
Are they together? They're not
BF
together.
boy.
Oh, they're Beth. Yeah, they're butt buddies, but they're not butt buddies.
Right.
They're both gay, right?
Right. Andy Cohen. I think I know who you're talking about. Let's go. Hey, Jamie, pull that up for me real quick.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it up. Hit pause.
No, I meant the Joe Rogan guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
No, I'm gonna Google it. Andy. You just said it. You just said his fucking
Andy
name.
Cohen.
You just said his fucking name.
I'll do it.
Yeah, this guy. This fool.
Yeah, that guy. That
guy
right there.
Is he not with Anderson
He's
Cooper?
on coke every night or something like that on his show. Yeah, but he's on CNN with Anderson Cooper, and he's all drunk, and he talked a bunch of shit on Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York.
Oh.
It was really funny, actually. I watched the video. He was like, It was really funny.
This is news. Andy Cohen just revealed which Real Housewives husband is his favorite.
Yeah, that's real news, dude. That's the top. That is the top story on
Bob
Google
Saget
News.
dead at 65. Andy Cohen spills all.
Oh,
that's not
no.
what it says.
No, that's not what it says.
Oh, it says he pays tribute.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
I don't give a
We're going to
shit.
talk about Bob Saget shortly.
Yeah, look. People also ask is Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper. Despite the fan support, Cohen revealed during an appearance on the Howard Stern show this week that he and Cooper won't be pursuing a romantic relationship anytime soon, as the pair are, quote unquote, just friends. End quote.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either. Yeah, but anyway, he had like a drunken rant. It was really funny, actually. But I was up. I was, like I said, I was the only one that was awake on New Year's in my house. Like, you ever see the crowds that they like that are in there, like when the ball's dropping and they're counting down? And
Yeah,
everything?
there like wasn't anybody there this time.
There wasn't
right?
many people, but like why are you crying? You know, like why are
Yeah.
they, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's a weird angle to take. Oh my god!
I'm in the middle of Times Square and I'm crying with these 2022 sunglasses
I'm
on.
surrounded by all the cool people. Oh my god,
Oh
this
my
is
God,
the best.
This is the best.
No.
It's like, why are you crying? It's weird. I don't know. I
Yeah.
asked myself that when I was watching. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you watch any of the Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson?
I watched a little bit
match?
of it. I did a little bit, but I turned it off. I don't know what else.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really super into it.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus, she had a costume mishap. Did you hear about that?
Oh, did she?
Yeah, her top snapped off and like fell off.
Oh shit, we missed.
She
it.
covered it up though,
Fuck.
and she like turned it from the camera.
Miley Cyrus for the win.
Yeah,
Big fan.
she got a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's was cool. It was very low key.
You stayed up?
Yeah, hell yeah, I stayed
Yeah.
up. What do you mean? I was drunk as shit. Drink until like 2:00.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Steven walked to Wawa by himself.
Oh my
he,
God.
He just left.
He
at
just
one point.
left.
He just walked out.
Which Wawa? That one down there, yeah?
I didn't ask him, but I assume it's this one
It has to be right up the road.
because that's the closer one.
That is
If
the closer one.
if you're walking,
It's like a mile. It's like an easy mile.
yeah, roughly.
Easily.
But if you're walking there and back, it's a trip for
Yeah.
sure. He said it
Oh my
started
God.
raining on him.
He's just like out there drunk walking.
They sent me a
Wawa.
video of him just literally eating a hoagie
Oh my God.
in like walking down the pike, just in the rain. Do I have to bleep all that out?
I don't think so. That's fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, but I don't
That was
fucking
good.
care. I've been listening to this podcast and they straight up drop like the town that they live in.
Where? What podcast?
It's so I'll recommend it earlier
Okay.
because I have another recommendation.
Okay,
But it's
alright.
called "Quit Your Band While You Can."
Okay.
It's two of the members from this band that I was super into,
Mhm.
Super Heaven,
Yeah.
and now they have a band called Webbed Wing,
Okay.
just as sick. But they have a podcast, "Quit Your Band While You Still Can,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
they just recently moved to Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Shout out South Jersey.
Shout
Shout
out
out
South Jersey.
Webbed Wing. Shout out Super Heaven.
Very cool.
I'm not.
Yeah, listen, if we made
if-
money off this, I would give a fuck. I would talk about everything.
Yeah, if this somehow gets back to those guys, I'm not gonna look for you. Don't worry. Like me knowing which township you guys live in,
Yeah.
I'm not concerned.
Cherry Hill's pretty big, actually. If
Oh,
you
it's
really,
huge,
If you
yeah.
know anything about it.
I know a lot about it.
Oh,
I know a lot.
you
about
chopping down
Cherry
cherry trees over there?
Oh yeah. I pictured every time when I was little. Every time I heard Cherry Hill,
Mm-hmm.
I would picture this giant cherry
Okay.
with just grass on the top.
A cherry hill, like
a literal
like a
cherry
hill made of a cherry.
And I was like, my mom would be like, we're gonna go to Cherry Hill
Mm-hmm.
to the mall, and I'd be like, where's the cherry?
Right.
And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Well,
Cherry
actually, oddly enough, Cherry Hill used to be called Delaware Township.
yeah.
And then I think sometime in the 70s they changed the name to Cherry Hill. It was like a corporate thing, like
Arguably a very sick name. I fuck with that
Delaware
name.
Township or
No,
Cherry
no,
Hill.
Cherry Hill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where do you live? I'm a Cherry.
Cherry Hill. Yeah, and the mall is very popular in the 90s and all that stuff.
Cherry Hill. That's a phrase that you say it enough times and it sounds really fucking weird. Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill.
Anyway, have you ever laid on the ground on your chest like for a long period of time?
Yes.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. After a while, I'll get a headache.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It for sure starts to like hurt my chest,
Like I guess I mean I'm a big
especially if like I like lay on my chin. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like if you're laying and like saying you're on the bed watching TV, and, like you're kicking your feet like a 12-year-old,
yeah
but you're like looking.
yeah.
I'll start to get a headache.
Really?
It'll just kill me.
That is so. You should go get that checked out.
After
That's
like 5 to
fucking
10
weird.
minutes, it'll fucking.
You need to go get that checked out, dog. That's not
shit.
good.
Really? Like, real, like, should I be worried about that? Because like, I never. It's literally been
I was
that
just
way
trying to
since I
tell a
was
funny
kid.
story about like laying down in the prone position. Like I was playing on my living room floor with my son. We were playing Matchbox cars.
Okay, sick.
I was laying on my stomach
Uh-huh.
for I don't know, like 15 minutes, but like all the pressure was on my chest. And I went to go get up, and when I got up, I felt like I was having like a heart attack or something. It was like my sternum, my chest, my ribs, it all was like hurting. And
Yeah, it's just, like,
I was
on
like,
fire.
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm so out of shape and like old. I felt like out of shape and old. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't even play with my son on the ground.
Not without fucking feeling like the crypt keeper, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Did you have to icy hot up?
No, I just had to like stand up and like put my arms on my hips for like a couple minutes and like stand there and breathe.
Stretch. Do a couple hip rotations.
Just take like some big deep breaths and like.
Yeah. No, yeah. If like I usually get up, I give it a good stretch.
Yeah.
And then I'm all good.
I got this story on here. We'll call this our Love and Light segment, okay? Love and Light.
Oh, dude, I actually had it in my notes to follow up with you. How's your love and light going?
Oh, everything. Oh, that philosophy for
Yeah.
me? It's going very well.
You following up?
It's helped me with like my philosophy on life. It's helped me. I'm working on like another project to kind of help me with that. Yeah. Also trying to do like more professional stuff with you to kind of put on showcase too. It's helping me with that mindset. It's also, it's just helping me go through like a bunch of shit in my personal life. It's really helping me get through it. So it's good stuff.
I didn't think that was going to be that loud.
It was pretty loud. But for our Love and Light segment this week, this guy, we're pretty much the same person, me and this kid.
Me?
No, me. Devon, no, I'm just kidding. Devon Johnson is the kid's name, okay? This was a couple weeks ago. This was like after we recorded our last episode. He saved a classmate using the Heimlich, okay? Then, same day, saves an old lady in a burning building.
Dude.
Oh, shit. Same fucking day, this kid, Devon Johnson. He's like a 6th grader or something like that.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Let me click on it here. Let me see if I can get some details.
Dog, have you seen Spider-Man yet?
No, I still haven't watched it yet. Yeah, Devon Johnson, a 6th grader from Oklahoma, performed the Heimlich maneuver on a classmate, and then the same day he rescued an elderly woman from a burning building.
Yeah, that's a superhero.
He's 11 years old.
That's a hero.
I know, that's a fucking hero. Crazy kid. I wanted to share that with you guys.
They're gonna
I'll
make
post it on our
movies
Twitter.
about this kid.
They better. I'm going to post it on our Twitter.
Who would play this kid? Let me see it. Let me see a picture of him. Do they have a picture of him?
Yeah. He's like a young black kid, kind of chubby. He's got glasses. That's him. Who would play him?
You ever see the Vine?
Pete Davidson.
Yo, I saw a meme that was like Pete Davidson looks like Beetlejuice before he became Beetlejuice.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's true.
I totally
fucking
forgot
true.
what I was gonna say before.
Oh,
that,
I'm
so it's
sorry.
okay. No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, it's fine because that was funny. That was worth it. It was good.
So we had the first snow of the year, kind of first snow of the season this past week. We had 2 snowstorms.
Yeah, we did.
The fuck was that about?
I don't know, but it fucked me up both times.
You know what I don't like? I just wish we would I know it's obviously par for the course to just get little snow here and there for the Mid-Atlantic where we live, but it's like I wish we would just get like fucking 2 feet of snow one time. Just once. It's been a long time. It's been like over 10 years.
It's been a long time
Since
we've
we've
seen
gotten
that
like
much
2
snow.
oh, shit,
Yeah.
I just spit. Since we've gotten like 2 feet of snow.
I remember, it might not have been the last time, but I remember a time where we got like 2 feet of snow, 2.5 feet,
Yeah.
and they canceled school for like a week.
Yeah, the biggest one that stood out in my mind was when I was really young, 10 years old, the blizzard of 96. That was huge. We had there was the first time you ever saw 3 feet on the forecast, like for New Jersey. It was really crazy. And that was the biggest snowstorm of my life. It was 36 inches of snow.
I remember the blizzard of 2006.
Yeah. I don't know about 2000. Oh yeah, there was one in 2016. We got like 15 inches back then.
Yeah,
it was over a foot. I remember.
It wasn't like terrible, but it
it was a lot.
Fucked up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But there was one. The last time I remember us getting any sort of significant snow was back in like 2010. And it was like, it was like a couple feet. It was like a lot.
That may have been the time where I'm thinking about it.
No,
like
you're
school
also
for a while.
That might be the time you're thinking of.
Because
Yeah.
I remember I was old enough
14?
to like
You were like
be
14?
I wasn't like getting into trouble, but I was old enough to like walk around. Because remember, I walked to Quiznos back when it was open in that plaza.
Quiznos.
Yeah, I walked to Quiznos with my boys.
Oh my god!
And my buddy was on
They were the
house
first
arrest.
ones to toast. They were the first ones to toast sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit.
That
was
giant
sick.
oven that they had in the middle of the store. They'd make the sandwich on one side and then put it
And then
through.
they just put it in.
And then
you
you have
just
to wait. You'd wait for it to go through on the other side.
smell it.
Yeah. They were good.
Toasty. Dude,
Quiznos
Quiznos
was
was
good.
so good. I don't understand how they went out of business.
I don't know. I mean,
They did something with like they put like salad dressing on that shit.
Yeah.
Like they put Italian dressing on the Italian hoagies,
Mhm.
and that shit was game changing.
Yes, it was.
I do that sometimes when I get hoagies out and about. If I have like Italian dressing, I'll
Yeah.
just sprinkle
Put some of that on there.
Mm.
Italian dressing is sneaky good.
It's just good, yeah.
Yep.
Cook some chicken in it, zesty.
Yes. So something weird happened last week, and then I saw a corresponding news article, so it's clearly happening to other people. But my wife got notified on her phone last week, or like 2 weeks ago or so, of her phone was being tracked. Something was tracking her, and it's like a privacy notification that comes up on your screen, and it says there's been a device near you or in proximity to you for some time, and it's tracking your location. It was a notification from Apple.
Fuck off.
I swear to God.
Seriously?
Yes, and then I found an article that this woman in Mississippi, it was happening to her too, and she had to call the cops. My wife didn't call the cops, but what I think was happening, my theory is that when we were driving on a highway heading home, there had to be somebody probably in the car behind us that was trailing us, like normal driving, but they probably had an AirTag, and it was probably pinging off of her phone. Because when
Yeah.
you clicked on the notification, it showed you the map. It showed you the map of when it was happening, and you could see it trailed us all the way home. I was like, so that's probably what happened.
Showed you all the way home?
It happened 2 different times, 2 different vehicles she was in. So it clearly isn't like in the vehicle. It's crazy. But I think that's what it was. I think somebody with an AirTag or something like that was like in the car behind us and like following us. And she got a notification. And like I said, you can check on Fox had an article about it. A woman in Mississippi, she had to call the cops.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so be on the lookout. They're apparently a lot cheaper
Yeah,
now. AirTags
be
are like
safe.
they're like 4 for like $100 now. So people are probably buying them like crazy.
Fuck off. Nah, I don't like that.
You know, I didn't like it either. It was
I don't
fucking
like
scary.
that. Yeah.
And I'm just telling myself this theory to make myself feel better. Really.
Well, yeah, because like you think of all like, I can think of 100 things to do with that.
Yeah.
And I know if I can.
But most people, what they do is they put them on their keys or they put it on their wallet.
Right.
But
That's
if
like,
you're on your
that's
keys,
what they're made for.
right. But if they're on your keys, they're in your car. And if you're following me, it's going to ping off my iPhone. You know, like I mean, I've connected 30 feet away with the
True.
Bluetooth in a car. You know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so they were pinging off your wife's.
My wife's
AirTag.
phone was picking it up. No, I don't have an AirTag. But my theory is that someone was following us and they had one on their car keys or something, and it was pinging off my wife's phone because they're like right a couple car links behind us following us.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping happened. Because if not, someo's tailing my wife, and
Were
I don't
you
know
in the
why.
city recently? There's been a
No.
lot of like robberies and muggings and shit.
Oh no. I think maybe just passing through, but never.
I went to see the. I didn't.
What?
I didn't tell you about. I went to see the Nutcracker
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
my mom
Yeah.
for her birthday.
How was it?
It was fantastic. It was awesome. It was fucking sick.
A lot of ballet, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I told my girl. I was like, I think we should be ballet people.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Let's go to the ballet.
Let's just do it.
Let's just go to the ballet.
You're a lord, dude. You should be going to the ballet and the
Right?
opera, the ballet,
Right?
the art museums.
Yeah.
Fancy
Thanks.
steakhouses.
See.
You know?
See.
Grand Floridian.
I'm saying no more. I'm saying no more. But yeah, we went to see the Nutcracker, and when I was picking my mom up, my stepdad was like, "Be careful going into the city.
Yeah, I know. That's the
A lot of
sentiment.
bad stuff happening." And I
That's
was
the
like,
sen-
"I can handle it. I'm okay. I got it. I get it. He's
Yeah.
worried.
Yeah, I know. Well, you had to protect your mom, so.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Yeah.
What am I gonna bitch out in front of my mom? Are you kidding me?
Mom, run! You'll be fine. Just run.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely not.
Oh, God damn it. I did watch The Matrix this week. I did not watch Spider-Man. Did you watch The Matrix?
Not this week.
Are you interested
but
in it?
But we watched it. I think the last time we recorded, I had told you that she agreed to watch it with me.
That's right. Yeah.
And we watched it like a few days after that.
Okay, so what I can give you my opinion first if you want.
It's true. It's based on true events.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
But no, I love the movie. It's fucking awesome.
You loved it?
What do you mean by my thoughts?
What are your thoughts on the Matrix, the new Matrix?
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, did you watch the new one?
No.
No.
I started it, right?
Oh, okay.
I started
it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you how I feel then.
But so I didn't finish it, like, because I was like half paying attention. Because
So
like I started it, then Steve came down and started talking to me.
So to give you a piece of my opinion without giving away a spoiler, the only thing that really I'm like shouting. The only thing that really like disenchanted me from it was I could not shake the feeling that there were several of the original actors that did not want to take part in it, and that's why they weren't in it. Now, I don't know the logistics or the details behind why Lawrence Fishburne wasn't in it. The guy who plays Agent Smith wasn't in it.
I looked into that.
Okay.
I didn't dig too deep.
Okay.
But
what were some
Agent Smith, I don't remember his the actor's name.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But that was allegedly a scheduling conflict.
Okay, and then what
He's
about
doing
Lawrence
another project.
Lawrence Fishburne was the same thing.
He was
wasn't it?
allegedly not asked to come back.
Oh, well, he's okay. Well,
Whether that doesn't fit the narrative
yeah.
of the new film or
God,
not.
they could have done so much. They could have done so much. You need to watch it so we can talk about it. We'll talk about it. I'll save any spoilers for next week. But I like the fact that they had to change certain actors to play certain characters, or however they did it in the story. However you want to look into it and watch it and see what you feel.
I did see.
I just didn't like that feeling. I didn't like that feeling. And then Keanu Reeves is old.
Yeah, I did see enough to see that the guy who plays Agent Smith is the guy. Excuse me, I'm drinking a High Noon watermelon. Where's my High Noon sponsorship?
I know,
but
go ahead. The guy who played Agent Smith.
But the guy who plays Agent Smith is the guy who plays the detective in Mindhunter.
Oh, cool.
I think I recommended that on the show, or I've talked about it.
Yeah,
before.
we've talked about it. Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Great character. Great actor.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't upset to see that he was playing.
At least it was somebody that you liked.
It was strange that it was Agent Smith, of all people.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was somebody that I liked, somebody I'm familiar with, and I was like, okay, at least he's cool. You know what I mean? He's good.
Keanu Reeves gave away like 70% of his salary
to the
cancer research.
To cancer research?
Yeah. Who knows what? I mean, he had to get paid tens of millions of dollars to do that movie.
He probably demanded.
And he probably gave away tens of millions of dollars.
He probably was like, I need tens of millions of dollars to give away tens of millions of dollars because
Maybe.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
And you know, you don't really. And someone I was talking to work about it, they were like, yeah, you know, and he won't be the one to tell you that. It'll be a story that kills. And I'm like, you're right, because I found a story online and showed and it told that he gave it away to a cancer research fund. And
he's Keanu Reeves. He don't give shit.
I know.
He's so cool.
He's just a cool dude, you know.
He's so cool.
Yeah. A lot of heavy hitters dying, man. Dude. We'll touch on it in news too, but like Betty White, she's out. And it was so weird too, because my wife and I saw a commercial for her 100-year like program that they were going to do, like a celebration of her life or whatever, like a birthday party for her. And it was like special guest, blah blah blah, special guest, blah blah blah. And then like the next day she died. Oh my god, poor Betty White.
I somehow got subscribed to People magazine.
Oh
right?
my!
I have no idea how it happened. I'm honest. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. I have no idea how this happened.
Tell me this: who's the sexiest man alive? No, Paul Rudd. Wasn't he the sexiest?
Paul Rudd,
man?
I believe he was.
It was.
But
I cut out the picture and put it on my wall.
I got an issue, and it was Betty turns 100.
Right.
And I was reading. I looked at it, and I was like, "Shit, Betty White's 100 years old."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "There's no way." So I Googled it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, her birthday, 2 weeks away. I was like, they jinxed it.
Yeah. They jinxed it.
They jinxed it.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, she dies.
Oh my god.
She texted me. I was like, "You're lying.
Nope.
You're lying."
I couldn't believe it either when I saw it, because like I said, I just saw the commercial like the day or two before. Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing. Do you think that more people are going to watch that? It's on some cable channel or something, right? Now, do you think more people will watch it now that she's dead than would have watched it if she wasn't dead.
100%.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's interesting.
Do you think they killed her?
I heard that her lawyer had to come out and say that it wasn't a booster shot that killed her. He had to.
J&J's like,
He
yo,
had to
just
do a
like,
statement.
just
Yeah.
it wasn't us.
The
Like, we can't-
motherfucker, he came out with a statement. He's like, it was not the booster. Shut up.
The CDC already said that they shouldn't be taking J&J. We
Oh
cannot
my
afford to
God.
have Betty
Oh my
White
God.
dying by our hands.
Yeah, that's right. And then so Bob Saget died.
Bob Saget.
2 days ago, they found him in his hotel room in Orlando. Unknown cause of death. He was best friends with Norm Macdonald, and Norm just passed away a month ago, or a little over a month ago. So that's rough. So who knows what he was going through? I know he has a history of drugs. He was literally in one of the best movies of all time, which was Half Baked with Dave Chappelle. And Bob Saget was a really good stand-up comedian. Full House, AFV, or America's Funniest Home Videos before it was AFV.
Drew's favorite.
Great. Oh, one of my favorite shows of all time. And when after I hit like a certain age and I realized he was the one doing all the voices on the videos, I was like, oh my God, this guy's so corny. But have you ever heard of the Aristocrats?
Of course.
Okay, the Aristocrats.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when they talk about the joke or whatever from all the stand-up comedians? No, you're thinking of the Aristocats. Is that
No.
what you're thinking of?
Well, I mean, yes, but no. I'm
So there's
familiar
this-
with the Aristocrats. but
okay.
I'm not like familiar.
So the whole play on it was he did this. It was a documentary that he did where he interviews a bunch of stand-up comedians. And if you're not a fan of stand-up comedy, you're not going to really think it's that funny. But it's this old joke that's been passed along for decades, and it's called the Aristocrats. Okay, that's the punch. The joke is this family walks into this agent's office, and they're trying to get a solicitation for their sideshow act, and the sideshow act is, and you can just make up whatever you want, and these comedians make up the most vulgar thing, and then at the very end, like shit smeared all over my daughter's face, like all the crazy, yeah, and then at the end they say, oh my God, that's insane, what is your act called? He said, the Aristocrats, and that's like the joke, that's the punch. So anyway, Bob Saget did a whole documentary on all these different comedians telling their version of it, and it was so interesting, and it was just it's a really interesting documentary. So if you get a chance to watch The Aristocrats, it's very dry, but if you like stand-up comedy, very interesting to watch, especially about the craft. But I do have a clip here. This is one of my favorite lines from any movie ever, and I'll just play it. Here you go.
Man, this is some bullshit! Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke. I seen them. Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana? Huh?
No, I can't say I have.
I didn't think so.
So that guy sucking dick for coke was Bob Saget.
That was
So
Bob
very
Saget.
funny.
Bobby Sags.
He is one of the funniest individuals, and it sucks that he's gone. I hope it was. I mean, it sucks saying this. I hope it was natural causes. I hope it was something like
Hope
that.
it was peaceful.
Yeah, agreed. I had a question for you.
I have an answer.
Okay, so we were talking about a former boss of ours in a group chat, and you said that you. I didn't realize Kate would be here for this. It said you wanted to dump your girl jokingly and take me out for a night on the town. So what night on the town? If we were to go out, where would you and I go out? Now that we can't go to Philly because it's fucking
Disclaimer,
we get
I
killed.
will admit, I did say that I would dump my girl in solidarity to hang out with Drew,
That's
but
true.
that's a lie. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's sick about it.
Where would we go if we went out? What would be our night on the
I
town?
don't know, definitely not Disney World because I'm going there with my awesome girlfriend.
Oh my God, blowing kisses. She's deleting you from her shopping cart on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
But
where
where-
would you go? Where would we go? Like, what would you do, dude?
Probably. I mean, so yeah, we can't go to Philly because
I'm not dying in Philly, dude.
it's all dirty out there now.
Yeah.
Like everybody is getting it after going to Philly, which like I love going to Philly, but if not, if I'm gonna get the vid.
Right,
So
of course.
actually,
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
not-
you're vaxxed, dude. It does offer you protection. It does offer protection.
Yeah, but
Hysterical. I know.
But I don't know. I don't know where we would go because you're right. We can't go to Philly.
You and I have never gone to like a bar together.
No.
We've only shared like a few drinks. Really, we get stoned all the time together.
But yeah, because you don't really.
I don't drink.
We always like hang here.
Yeah, I don't want to drive and drink and drive.
It's not exactly like around the block. Like I could drive home for it. No.
Correct.
And I don't want you driving on the roads that you do.
Yeah, of course.
Having drinks.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think you and I should Uber one time and we should go somewhere, maybe like a dive bar around here close, just to like, play some obscure music on the jukebox and just chill.
There's a few.
Maybe we should play some pool. Do you like playing pool?
Oh, I love
Oh, we'll go play pool. Email us if you play pool.
Let's go play pool. There's a bar right down the street it's not bad.
Okay.
But there's a few on the strip here.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That are shady as all hell. And my sister was coming by to like pick something up. And she was like, I passed a bunch of really interesting looking dive bars. I was like, Jordan, you're going to get stabbed if you go in there.
Oh my God. I read this really, really, really interesting story online yesterday. And it said that, and I posted it on our Instagram, and I'll post the actual link on our Twitter. Mm-hmm. But it said that COVID lockdowns have caused a drop in lightning activity around the world.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah. I saw you post that, and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It was a wild article. It was about like these researchers at MIT who have like mapped lightning activity across the world, and then they happened to see this huge drop at the beginning of 2020 with and it coincided with the lockdowns. And the theory is that humans, from pollution, from just us breathing, from us doing things and being out and about, we create pollution, natural, pollution, or I don't know how to say natural pollution. We create a lot of aerosols. Mm-hmm. Aerosols go into the atmosphere, and the aerosols make it easier and more conductive for lightning when the situation is right. And when there's less aerosols, there's less lightning. It's like imagine like just a filament, like a filament from the light to the ground, and that was essentially the general basis for the article. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. Like less lightning because there's less people outside.
So like the next time somebody's like, hey, we're gonna have a massive hurricane, lightning is gonna be through the roof. We could just be like, everybody stay inside.
Yeah, just stay inside.
Just don't go anywhere for like a week.
Lightning storm.
Trust me, it'll save your life.
Yeah.
Because the weather's not going to change. And what if this is the Matrix, dude?
Yeah.
We're for sure in a simulation. You mean to tell? Because our bodies are electricity.
That's true.
We are feeding the battery. That is the lightning.
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah.
I fucking cracked it.
You're too funny, dude.
Third eye's open.
My third eye is open. Love and light. I'm ready for news. If you're ready for news, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
We feed our Rufus Nature's Special Menu all-natural dog food with no artificial colors or flavors. I know that we're treating him as well as he treats us. Nature's Special Menu all-natural dog food, found in your major department store. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
Got today, boys.
There are only 3 reasons to leave the home now, not 5. Work is not a reason to leave the home for the unvaccinated. Restriction of movement is critical right now, and that 1 hour of exercise for the next 4 days is not essential.
The verdict is in. The disgraced Theranos founder and CEO found guilty on 4 of 11 counts in her landmark Silicon Valley fraud case.
Decollage liftoff from a tropical rainforest to the edge of time itself. James Webb begins a voyage back to the birth of the universe.
Epstein's former confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, longtime Epstein associate, is guilty of all but one charge she faced.
Twitter has permanently banned the personal account of Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Earlier today, we received the sad news that the great John Madden died unexpectedly this morning. He was 85 years old.
The U.S. has recorded more than 1 million new COVID-19 infections on Monday.
On Monday?
Monday.
Yes, a lot
Monday
in the news.
night COVID.
A lot in the news. Yeah, so the first clip was an Australian governor from
Australian governor.
I think it was like New North Wales or something along those lines. One of their provinces, one of their states. Yeah, you're not allowed to leave your house if you're unvaccinated. You're not even to go to work anymore. That's what it said. Yeah.
How are they going to go get vaccinated? Y'all didn't really think that one through.
They really didn't figure it out. Yeah, they only gave him 3 reasons, it says, or something like that. It's like
Is
work.
one of them to get vaccinated?
No, it's like work, it was work, doctors, exercise, and food or something like that. But now they took away work. You can only go out for 3 reasons. And they said that you can only go out for like 1 hour every 4 days for exercise. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude, that's for people who are unvaccinated in Australia. That's how it is. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's fucking wild. The other thing that you heard was the liftoff of the James Webb Space Telescope that launched since we were off. The interesting thing about that, when you think of like space telescopes, you think of like Hubble, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the most popular one. And it is this new one, the James Webb uses infrared, and it can actually look back farther in time than the Hubble was able to. Because if you're looking out into the universe,
I've read a little
the
bit about this.
farther away things are, that really means the farther in the past they are, because it takes light so far to travel here.
Mm-hmm.
So using the technology on the James Webb telescope, they can look deeper into non-visible light, and they'll be able to see things that they weren't able to see before. So it's really trippy and really fucking cool. And I'm a nerd about it, and I think this thing's going to be really cool to look like for observable stuff, yeah. That was really cool, so I put that clip on there. Ghislaine Maxwell found guilty. Elizabeth Holmes, you know who that is? You ever heard of Theranos? Do you know what that is?
Theranos? I've heard of it.
You have? It's been an ongoing saga. This woman was the CEO of the company. She was hailed as like the next female Steve Jobs. They had this new technology that instead of drawing vials and vials of blood from your arm, they would simply take a couple of drops from your finger and they can run the same tests.
I heard about
using
this.
them. Yeah, have you ever watched? There's even like on the cable channels, like I don't know, like True TV or something like that. You know, like they have like documentaries, or Court TV. Not Court TV. That's fucking old. But they have like documentaries about it, and there might be one on Netflix too. But if you get a chance, you should watch it. It's very interesting. And
okay.
she was in like a
Theranos?
love. Her name is Elizabeth Holmes, but the company was named Theranos.
Theranos.
Yes, and she sold this bill of goods to everybody, and then when it rolled out, they ended up having to like still like take people's blood and like use other machines. It was very interesting. But she was found guilty last week. Yeah. Apple became the first $3 trillion company.
$3 trillion?
Yes, that was last week. Isn't that wild?
Well, yeah, now they're charging fucking $1,200 for a phone.
That's right. Can you... Yeah, so there was also more airline struggles over the holidays. They had to cancel like 3,000 flights nationwide. But a friend of mine I was trying to get him on the show. A friend of mine went to Disney last week, and his flight was delayed, but it wasn't canceled. It was just delayed. Okay. It was delayed like 2 hours or something.
What airline did he fly?
I don't know, actually, off the top of my head. So I don't want to tell you the wrong one. But yeah, so yeah. But I wanted to have him on, and I wanted to get his take on his Disney World trip, and it would have been funny. But I'll get him on next week. Give him us a recap. He was our boots on the ground.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I gotta get a lightsaber.
Oh, dude, make sure you get your resi now. Get your reservation.
Yeah.
Get your reservation.
Pull it up. Let's do it.
Do you have where is it?
Let's do it right now.
Get your reservation for the fucking.
Pull it up.
Your lightsaber, bro. Do you have $300?
Is that how much it is?
That's how much they cost. Yeah, it's like $300. How much? It's like after you get the pin and you get the ups, it's like $300 after tax and everything. Yeah, it's like $300. I don't know if you could. Nobody heard. I hope the mic picked it up and no one heard. But Evan's girl just said, "Money, please."
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna give it to her.
Yo, definitely make that reservation though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun when I did that when I went to Disney a couple years ago.
If I don't do that,
Yeah.
I might as well not even go.
It's so cool. It is literally the coolest fucking thing you can do at Disney.
Well, like, then, god damn.
Just whatever savings you have or credit card you have.
I was going to say, I think I
it.
have my credit card.
Just do it.
Number one.
A couple more stories here, and then we'll get into recommendations. But did you hear about the railing giving way at the
yeah, I did.
Washington football team?
I did.
The FedEx Field. Jalen Hurts won during Week 17, and he went over to go say goodbye to some fans through the tunnel, and a railing gave way, and like 5 or 6 fans like fell down on the ground like 6 feet. And and the security, did you see the security people like rushing them away? Like, get out of here. Like,
they were like, get the fuck out of here.
They were like, get out of here, you scum or something.
I immediately saw that and I was like, oh, yo, I'm suing.
Oh my God. I'm not getting up off the
suing.
ground. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Man, especially you've had surgery.
Yeah. I'm old. I'm brittle.
Oh, no.
I'm like $5 million brittle, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm all over it.
And then that same week, Antonio Brown had like a meltdown. Did you hear about that? It's like a huge saga going on.
Yeah,
now.
he like walked off the field, ripped his shirt off. He's like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, you ready? I'll try to keep the story as straight as I can, but if you want to just go, I don't even know if anybody's interested, but fucking this guy tears his shit off, quits the team, it seems. Then it comes out that he had an ankle injury and he was leaving the field because they were trying to put him back into the game. And then it turns out that he was working with Tom Brady's trainer, who charged him $100,000 and he didn't want to pay $100,000. He like put out all these screenshots from all these text messages. He went on a podcast. He broke COVID protocols because he had like a girl come to his hotel who wasn't supposed to be there. He made a fake vax card. Dude, the guy is fucking out of control.
Dude, he's been out of control though. I'm not surprised by any of this.
I know. I'm not surprised either.
Antonio
it's
Brown
ridiculous.
did all this?
The guy he had a chance to get into the Hall of Fame if he just fucking piped down and didn't rock the boat and just did his thing. He scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl last year. He helped the team win, and it's like you could be a Hall of Famer in maybe 6 or 7 years. But he's just completely squandering this opportunity that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers gave him. Now, granted,
they made him a Super Bowl champ last year.
I know. And now, granted, I don't know, and no one knows what the fuck's going on behind the scenes, but it's just like, dude.
It can't be that bad to throw away millions of dollars.
I don't even know if the money matters to him anymore. He's off the charts, dude. He's off the charts. But anyway, I'm ready.
Off the charts crazy or off the charts good?
Well, he was always good, but I just don't understand why he's burning bridges, especially with Tom Brady. When Tom Brady's the one the guy who spoke up for him, gave him a place to live when he came to the Patriots before he left, gave him the chance to come to Tampa Bay. Like, he's the only reason why they gave him another look.
That's true.
He's burning these bridges with Tom.
And he's spitting in his face.
I know, exactly. And I mean, I don't like Tom Brady, but I do like him. But I don't like him, but I do. Don't hate on that guy. Don't. What did he do? And he even said at the end of the game, he's like, Tom Brady's. Oh, the fuck was that? Tom Brady's statement was like, just give it time. Just let's relax. Give Antonio a chance, like, to explain himself. Like, let's just give it. Just relax. Everybody relax.
And then he went on Instagram and did all that shit.
And then after all that, then Antonio Brown started going and like went on like some sort of weird social media tirade. I don't know. It's wild, dude. The guy's out of control. Anyway, let's go to recommendations. And that was the news with Evan and Drew. Evan's a fucking firefighter over there. Yeah. So a lot of news, man. A lot of people dying, dude. My God. Oh, I forgot to mention John Madden. He passed away. I put that in the news montage. John Madden passed away. Yeah, I think he was like 85. If you're a fan of football, I like one of the more interesting things about football, and I think I might have mentioned this on the podcast, is when you have a head coach of a team, there's like these coach like lineages, like these coaching trees is what they call them. So you have like a head coach, he has got a couple of coordinators, they got a couple of assistant coaches, like things like that. And so what'll happen is the offensive coordinator will become a head coach. So it's like a lineage thing, like this head coach, then this head coach, then this head coach. And if you're interested in anything like that, or if you're interested in football at all, the John Madden, A Football Life on NFL Network, if you get the chance to watch. I think it might even be on YouTube You can find it free on YouTube.
Free on YouTube.
You may have to watch an ad or two. But yeah, very interesting, very good history about him. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. It's not my recommendation though. You want to go first? Go ahead.
I don't know. Do you want to go first, bro?
You go. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna go off the rails here,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
And I'm gonna strongly recommend something that I previously recommended.
What?
I think I recommended the album "What's So Fucking Funny" by the band Webbed Wing.
Okay.
And I've been listening to it a lot recently.
Uh-huh.
And there's a few songs on there, I'm not gonna lie, they get me very emotional.
Okay.
And the guitars are just fucking sick. The tones are heavy. The songwriting's awesome. Shout out Webbed Wing. Shout out What's So Fucking Funny. I strongly recommend that album.
And then
So I previously recommended that, yeah. And then I'm gonna make a second recommendation. And I'm gonna say go on vacation.
Oh.
Go on fucking vacation.
Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck your job. Fuck your life. Bing bong. Go on vacation.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Go on vacation. Take some time. A lot of people lost a lot of PTO at the end of last year. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so like people have been pulling their hair out for the past 2 years.
Yep.
Over this shit. Just go on vacation.
Yep.
What else are you gonna do? Go to work? No.
No, I like that. I like where your head's at.
Yeah. Living on a prayer.
Yeah, man. So I have a recommendation. It's a podcast, but I know I've mentioned him before. His name Chris DiStefano. He's a comedian, and I played a clip of his, I think, on our show before.
Chrissy Chaos.
Chrissy Chaos, yeah, the Chrissy Chaos podcast. He has a podcast that he does with Sal Vulcano called Hey Babe, and it's a great pod. I've also recommended that. But I am going to recommend this, that if you are really into podcasting, and it's so kind of like trippy to even think about, because I subscribe to his Patreon, and it's $5 a month, the Muffin Butts tier, and it's like if you went back like 15 years, you wouldn't even think about like that you could get this sort of thing. But he had a podcast episode that he did on Patreon, and it was him and Sal Vulcano, and they just like ate a bunch of edibles, and they just like smoked a bunch of weed, and they just got really stoned, and it was just amazing how you can even get that as entertainment these days. Like really think about it. How much has that gotten into like popular culture that you can even talk about? I was just listening to Two Bears, One Cave today.
Yeah.
That, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura's podcast. And like they opened it up with Bert talking about joints and like, hey, let's smoke right now before we record. And it's like, it's mind-boggling to hear that they just like openly talk about it. And I know that we talk about it openly as well.
Yeah,
but
I know. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, of course not. But because it's legal, and it's like I know that obviously that changed a lot of it. But I still remember listening to Joe Rogan when he first started, and they had to every time they would smoke, they'd have to say, "Oh, we live in California, we have medical cards, and that's why we're." And it would always like they'd always like censor themselves by saying that's why they were smoking. They like to say that it was legal or whatever. But I just think it's so crazy how like you can look at these two people that I think are hysterical, these two comedians, and you get to peek in on them just shooting the
chilling,
shit,
yeah.
just chilling and shooting the shit and just relaxing, and like that intimacy and that intimate moment is so cool to me, and I think $5 a month is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so cool. So if you like podcasting, again, I know I've said Patreon before at least twice on this show. You should definitely get into Looks if you really want to support an artist directly. It's a perfect way to do so.
Should we make a Patreon?
I would love to. That's a fucking fever dream
We'd
to have a
to-
Patreon. You kidding me?
Yeah, we'd have to do
Oh my
something
goodness.
to
We
make
would
it-
do so
make it worth
much.
it.
Yeah, you'd have to put in so much work. And I would love to do something like that. But yeah, we have a long way to go. Again, this project is more of like a creative outlet for us. I feel like it's a great time for us to chill. Also, it's also it's kind of like a showcase. You know, like what can we do with this kind of medium that we have here?
Maybe for $5 a month, you can get Drew ad read.
We're hoping we can get some into this show. We'll see if you hear him on the. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It was a professional. And then I also have one other recommendation. If you have kids or if you like Disney movies, there is a new movie that just came out over the holidays called Encanto.
Encanto.
Girlfriend just gave it a thumbs up.
Did she?
It has. Oh, it was written. The music was done by Manuel, right? Lin, what's his name? Lin.
She don't know.
Something Manuel. I don't know. What is it? No, it's like Lin. Man, I don't know.
She had me watch Luca.
Oh, Luca's great. Great movie.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, great movie.
But so
What?
we were drinking, and I'm not downplaying the movie, right? The movie was good.
Yeah.
The movie was good.
It's a great movie.
But I failed to recognize how popular Vespas are in Europe. So the whole time I cannot get over the fact that they're obsessing over Vespas.
After this fucking busted up Vespa.
Yeah,
It's like all rusted. It's all rusted out, and it's got like a
And
flat
so
tire. And stuff.
I was making such a commotion about it. She's like, every time they say Vespa, drink. Because I was drinking. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down with that. I went through a drink.
Like that. Yep.
Because they're just Vespa.
Yep,
Vespa.
exactly.
Can you grab me one while you're that?
Speaking of which, Luca's a great movie. But yeah, so Encanto is, I'm pretty sure it's done by the same, obviously Pixar, Disney, and it takes place in Colombia.
Colombia.
And Encanto is an enchanted place, and it tells the story of this miracle that built a house and built this beautiful enchanted place for like a community, and it was all done via magic, and that's the whole story. The first time I watched the movie, I fucking hated it. I swear to God,
You're not selling it very well.
It's so fast, but it really is worth a second look. And the songs in there, the soundtrack is fire. Thank you, girlfriend, unnamed girlfriend. The soundtrack is fire. And there's 2 songs on there. There's a song called No Pressure.
No pressure now.
It's such a good song. And then We Don't Talk About Bruno. Great fucking song.
Bruno?
Yeah, We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yo, Coco.
No.
Coco was sick.
Coco's a great
Coco
fucking
was
movie
fucking
too.
awesome.
Yes.
The songs in that were amazing.
Yes.
Un poco loco.
As a musician,
Out of my mind.
Oh, un poco loco.
Yeah.
Loco.
It's so good. So good.
The most interesting thing about Coco, the movie itself, as a guitar player and musician,
They animated the fingers.
Exactly.
Yes.
The animation is to a T what it would look like if someone was playing the guitar to
I
the music.
picked that up like halfway through. I was like, that looks pretty close.
It's accurate.
So I was like, oh shit, like that looks pretty close.
Yeah.
And then like, I think I told you about it, and you mentioned to me that you were like, yeah, they animated it.
Exactly.
I was like, oh,
yeah, man.
shit.
It's wild, dude. It's wild. Yeah. So.
But
yeah, that was fun. That was a good recommendation.
Yeah.
Encanto, Chris.
Go on vacation and watch Encanto at the end of the night.
I like that. That's good. Just don't. Oh God.
Maybe I'll watch it when I'm in Disney.
I told myself
I'll
this.
rent.
I before the new year started, I was like thinking. I didn't think about resolutions per se, but I thought I was like hungover one day. I was like, maybe I'll just stop drinking in 2022. Of course, I've drinking twice since the start of the new year, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. But I really thought about it. I was almost like this close. So are you trying to do something new this year? I also want to quit my job by the end of this year. We'll get to that.
I wanna be happy.
That's your resolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep being happy.
Are you? Keep being.
I
happy.
ended the year on a high note. I
Yeah.
did really well. I wanna. I
Keep
still have to sign up for school.
Yeah.
So I'm a little behind on that.
Right.
But I gotta make that happen. I gotta get that back on track. But once I do,
Yeah.
I'll be sort of back in the lane.
Very
Stuff
good.
has also kind of fallen apart at work, so I kind of.
Yeah, work is stressful.
So we'll see how that pans out. But
Yeah.
I mean, 2021 was a good year. I
Yeah.
grew a lot.
Mhm.
It wasn't really like luxurious.
No,
It was just a lot. It was just a lot of work.
Yeah, I understand.
A lot of good work though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? But no, I don't really have any resolutions per se.
Okay.
I'm just vibing. 2022 is about vibes.
It's all about vibes.
And my vibes are on, not like your guys who were off the other day.
I want to
that
tell
the
that
lightsaber
I
thing?
want to tell that story, but I can't tell that story. What you were just referencing. What was that?
No,
Did
you
you get him
can't.
signed up for a lightsaber?
That's it? What time is it?
Just do it.
That's fine, yeah.
You're gonna be hammered.
I
by
have
that
the
time.
card. I have the card number right here. I have the card number right here.
You're gonna be no. You don't have to give him any card number, right? Oh, you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
come here.
well, that's awkward. Yeah. You're gonna be hammered by 6:25 at night.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god, that's so funny. Good for you. Sign up for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm getting me a fucking lightsaber because I have to.
You have to.
I absolutely have to.
It is.
It's a no option.
It's creative. It is theatrical. You feel like you're part of the show. It's amazing.
She
dude.
was like, they give you a big carry case.
Yes, they give you a soft case to walk around with.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking carry it. I don't fucking care.
Well, you gotta get a holster. There's another fucking $30 you're paying right there. So a belt buckle holster, and then you can
I
walk
don't need
around.
one.
You can walk around.
I'm gonna jump.
Drink.
I'm gonna
drink.
jump one of the actors and take their
Oh my
holster.
God. They interact with you. Well, I don't know if they do now.
Yeah,
with
they're
COVID.
gonna try, and I'm gonna take their shit.
You,
and then
you can walk around drinking Banta milk and you know
Banta
with
milk?
your little lightsaber flinging all over your hip while you're walking. You'll look so adorable. That's all right.
Sorry, we're.
Can I ask a question?
This is
Yeah, go ahead.
important.
How was it getting it home on like, the airplane and everything?
Oh, so I had a cheat code. That's a good question. So what Evan's girlfriend just asked if how is it getting the lightsaber home on the plane? I did not take a plane home. I would imagine you'd have to carry it on if they allow that. But I took a plane home, but my lightsaber went back home with my mother who drove home. All right, you're in. We got it secure.
I'm flexing so fucking hard right now.
You're gonna have to post it on our Instagram when you get it.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Good for you.
Now I just gotta think about what color.
Yeah. Oh, you got when you're in there, you get to pick your color.
Oh, I know.
Don't worry, you got this. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so cool. I had a scary incident though this week, Evan.
Did you?
Yeah. Shit! I forgot your girl's name.
Close your ears. Close your ears. She don't care.
I can't.
No?
I can't
Okay.
do it. No, never mind. I'll tell the story next week.
All right, we'll save it for next week. We'll open with it.
Everybody have a good week.